Oh, good morning. Yeah, it's a very good day today. Yesterday was the first day, or was the last day of hauling apples. So the harvest is done. Everything's hauled in. There's nothing left. So we are done hauling apples. I got some time, a lot of time off, and I'm kind of glad it's kind of all done. But anyway, a lot of you out there know that I've been doing a lot of preserving of garlic, and I'm a couple of things. It's my first time trying it. I've done a lot of pickling before, but right now I'm just sitting around waiting for some supplies for my next project in the preserving garlic phase, and just sitting around waiting for that. So anyway, let's just show you what we got going on for now. So the beautiful part of doing the garlic in oil is that the garlic actually sinks into the oil and stays down. And having that happen, I don't have to flip the jars over all the time like I do with the honey jars, so that they keep being immersed in the product itself. And yeah, that's a bonus, because I can just let them sit and do their own thing. But I did realize, though, once when I checked them the next day, kind of after I did them, I found out that they do gas out, and so I just put the lids on. They burped there the first time, and so I just put the lids on real loosely. They're not even snug down; they just go like that. That's it, and then they actually gas themselves out now. So I can basically leave them. I check on them every day anyway, but they're so loose there that the gas pressure will expel itself when they're, when it gets enough pressure. But you can actually see in there, I think. You see how they're gassing out? It's harder for you to see there. Yeah. There. Whoops, get it over into the light. Yeah. See how it's gassing out there like that? I released some earlier, so it's not as much as it was. But you can just watch it bubbling up and gassing out in each of the jars. It's pretty cool. And like I say, that's a benefit from doing the honey, where I have to keep flipping them over every day, a few times a day in that. And then they just float up again, so you got to keep flipping them, and then burping them on top of that, because I keep them snug so there's no leakage, and that's why you have to burp them. But there we go. Yeah. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Playing with your toy down there? Cool. What are you doing? What are you doing, Angel? Oh, okay. All right. So the next thing is, and I'm going to be working on that real soon, is I got to do the fermentation of the garlic. I got to get a bunch of garlic, get some distilled water, and I've got a bunch of salt. So we're going to do a big batch of distilled garlic. That'll be the next project. Just waiting for an Amazon delivery. Oh, there they are now. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Awesome. I'm very excited about this. Very excited. This is cool. So, yeah, let's open this up. There we go. And let's check this out. So for the fermentation process, you need, it's best to have, I guess, the glass weights to hold the vegetable product down into the brine. And so that's what I did. I went online and I ordered a set here. And this is a really good, inexpensive whole package. Better than if I just went locally here and tried to find just the product themselves. But here we go. We got a set of 5 here. And we got another set of 5 here. So, yeah, this is awesome. So basically what we got is we got a whole set of 10 glass weights to weight down my vegetables in the brine for the fermentation. That is awesome. Awesome. Can't wait to start using this and doing it. So that's that. Hello, baby. You want that? Here you go. There you go. Yeah, and the cool thing is it came with a bunch of stuff too. So for the same price as I would have paid locally for less glass weights, I got more glass weights. I got a whole 10 of them, obviously. And, whoops. Plus, I got this little rack here. I can't quite get into it. There we go. This little rack, and you got all these rods here. Wow, interesting. All these rods here, and they go into the hole there. You gotta probably pound them in. Oh, yeah, pressure fit. Anyway, you put them all up around here, and the glass weights will just sit down inside like that. With the dowels all around it, kind of thing. That's really cool. And I even got this thing here. So I got a whole full kit here for the same price as I would have paid for a few less glass weights. Yeah, and so these help you pick them out of the jars when they're in the brine. So that's cool. That is awesome. I can't wait to check this out. It's fabulous. So now I guess I got to get busy and start peeling a whole bunch more garlic. So there we go. It's all put together there. My little stand with all the glass lids and, the glass weights, I should say. Yeah, all ready to go. I mean, I got this whole setup here, and these tongs are great. And basically just put them in there and weight down your vegetables like that. Yeah, this is excellent. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to this. Plus, in here, they've got, can't open this thing, some recipes here. This is rhubarb, lime, ginger kraut. So it uses cabbage, rhubarb, limes, and ginger. That sounds delicious. Then we got fermented carrots there. Yay! I love homegrown carrots. Are the only ones to do, not store-bought, but they're delicious when you do. Dill pickles and sauerkraut. This is great. All right. So, like I was saying, all we need now is a bunch of garlic. Okay, there we go. 4 good jars of garlic to be fermented. Yes, and got enough in there for the weights to go down and the fluid to sit on top of the weight and the garlic and everything. So that's perfect. So basically what I've got is I got 4 jars of garlic and honey here, which I know is going to be fantastic. I did 3 jars of them in oil. And so out of the 12, that leaves me 5 jars left. And I'm going to do 4 fermented ones. And I still have a jar left. And this garlic is this beautiful, beautiful Russian red stuff. One of the best in the world. That's my favorite kind of thing. So, like I say, we're going to do the 4 fermented ones. And then with the 5th jar left over, I know I'm going to love I love garlic, I love honey. And I know I'm going to love the garlic and honey. And so I decided we got enough left over here. I'm going to do 1 more in the honey. So I'll end up with 5 in honey, 3 in oil, and 4 fermented. Okay, so now we just have... Okay, so I've got 4 jars of garlic here for the fermentation process. And first you want to have a sterile water. I've got distilled water. It's completely 100% neutral. So I've got that. And I'm using pure Himalayan pink salt. You don't want to use table salt. You want to use a really good salt with minerals and stuff in it. So now what you want to do is you want to put the garlic in, put the water in, put your glass weight down in there and make sure it's holding, the glass weight is holding the garlic submerged under the water itself. And even the part of the glass weight will be submerged as well a bit. So then what you want to do is you want to weigh out the contents of here, not the glass itself, but you want the weight of the water and the garlic itself. So I've weighed them out, and each jar is between 350 to 360 grams of garlic and water in there. So what you can do for your fermentation process is you got 1%, 2%, 3, 4, and 5%. That's the scale that people go by. If you want a saltier product in the end, then you go 4 and 5. And if you want very mild salt in your product, but it also, I think it takes longer to ferment as well. But anyway, if you want it less salty, you go 1 or 2. But the average of most people do is in the middle there, around 3%. And that'll be not too salty and not, under salty kind of thing. So it'll be kind of a nice blend. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to do a 3%. So what I've done is I weighed it out. They're 350 to 360 grams. And 360 grams times 3% is 10.80 grams. So basically, I'm just going to put in 11 grams of salt into these jars here. I've already done the 3 there. So I'm going to put this one in there, and the last one of them. And basically what I'll do is I'll just mix them up really good, give them a good stir so the salt really gets into the water and blends. Put the spoon in there and give it a swirl down at the bottom like that, and get it really mixed up and everything like that. It doesn't take much at all, and then over time it'll do it on its own as well. And then you just get the weight, put it on there, make sure it's completely, everything's submerged. It's up to this line here, so that gives me plenty of distance between the cap and the water itself. So there we go, 4 jars of that. And I'm just going to seal those up. Now the one thing is I've got to look up is, whether these things are going to gas out over time, and I have to burp the jars and that. I can't remember that part. I don't remember seeing anything about that. So I'm just going to check into that. There's a lot of videos out there, and if I have to, I'll just check on them. But this is as good as the oil garlic, because the oil garlic in the oil sinks and stays down there on its own, and this is held down by the glass weights. So it's about the same thing, and I don't have to keep flipping it over back and forth like I do with the honey one, which is kind of amazing in a way that for some reason the garlic actually floats in honey, which is really thick. I don't know. But anyway, there we go. That's done. I'm going to just let them sit, put them all in the box, in the tray there, so I've got them all together. And I'm going to make my final honey garlic one and put that away as well. I've still got the 1 jar left for that project. And there we are. This is, I'm really stoked because this is my first attempt at actually fermentation of garlic or any vegetable. And just looking forward to the outcome. And it's supposed to be very delicious, and it'll be a lot less bite than the vinegar you get when you pickle things. Anyway, looking forward to that. So wish me luck, and catch me in the next video.